So in a move unlike anything we've seen before, one studio is making their movies that are in theaters right now available to you all at home on Friday. Let's talk about it. What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about the fact that one studio has made the move, the unprecedented move, to bring their movies that are still in theaters right now to us at home and make them available no later than this Friday. We are talking NBC's Universal Studios. Currently, I believe it has 3 movies in theaters, and all 3 of those films, 2 under the Blumhouse banner, 1 under Focus Features, will be available to us for $20 starting Friday. Now, you might say to yourself, Austin, $20 to rent a movie? What? That's really expensive. I'm honestly shocked that this is happening because even if $20 seems like a lot to rent a movie for, I believe it says 24 to 48 hours, it is still going to cost the studios money. Now, in the long run, it will make them money because there aren't a lot of people going to the theaters right now, and a lot of the theaters are cutting capacity by 50%, or just shutting down entirely. But if you look at it from a certain perspective, it could be something that benefits the audience in the long run, especially the audience that wants to see this movie. See, if we rent a film for $20 and we have, say, 4 members in our family, that is basically saying, but you know, you have to keep in mind that you don't get the theatrical experience. I like the theatrical experience, but that's basically saying every member is paying $5 to see that movie if you have 4 members in your family. If you have 6 people staying in one household, that's a pretty reasonable price and a lot cheaper than going to a movie theater. Even 2 people renting one movie, $20. Yes, you're not getting that experience. Yes, but it's still $10 per ticket, and you have that movie available to you for 24 to 48 hours, according to this article. Now, the movies that are going to be available starting this Friday are The Invisible Man and The Hunt from Blumhouse under the Universal banner, and then Emma from Focus Features. Now, all 3 of those movies have either been in theaters for a small enough period of time to where I see some people will actually be really excited about this opportunity. Others will kind of scoff at the fact that you're spending $20. And if it is just one person spending $20 to rent a movie, it does seem like a lot, so I completely understand where you're coming from. But the fact that The Hunt only made $5 million opening weekend, and now it's going to be more widely available to anyone that wants to rent this film, I see that as a really good thing for that movie because this will get more eyes on it. And honestly, I think it will get more eyes on it than if it would have been in the theater in a normal situation, because I didn't see this as a film that did that well at the box office regardless, even though it's a smaller budget, so it's not like it's this epic failure that everyone is scoffing at. But Universal is basically making the first move. They're saying, we know people want to see our movies, but with everything that's going on, they don't have the opportunity to do that. But now they can watch these films at home, feel safe and secure while they're doing that, whether they're watching The Invisible Man for the 3rd or 4th time, watching Emma or The Hunt for the first time, or watching Trolls World Tour, technically on the date of the world premiere coming April 10th, because they also announced that DreamWorks Animation's Trolls World Tour, the second entry in the Trolls franchise, is going to be available both in theaters, which, I mean, it doesn't matter, and at home. So this is the first time we'll be seeing a movie that has not hit theaters yet. See, it's different for the other movies I just talked about because they've already had their runs, The Hunt's only being a couple of days, but Universal is basically saying they're in theaters, there's really nothing we can do at this point, so we're going to make them available for you. Trolls World Tour did not move off of its release date like all of the other movies that we're seeing. It's basically going to be available in 2 places at once, but really at home because it's April 10th, so it's not too far off from where we are right now. Regardless, this is a move that makes me look at other studios and say, okay, what are you going to do? And is this something that's good for the industry? Because while I think it's good for Universal in this short period of time, and while I think it will benefit these movies and get more eyes on these movies, especially Trolls World Tour, which I believe a lot of kids were really excited about, but then they couldn't go to the theater, but now they have the opportunity to watch them at home, and especially if a parent has multiple kids, well, you're paying $20, but you're paying $20 for everyone. But what I'm more worried about is the long run. Are studios going to see this if it ends up working out well for Universal and say, this is something we can do more often than not? which will take away from the theatrical experience. Possibly, I don't want to say for sure, possibly down the road, because they may start doing this for smaller films, which means we may not be seeing independent movies in theaters as often. That's just far off speculation. Within this short period of time, with what's going on in the world right now, I actually see this as something that's beneficial for Universal, and I'm curious to see which other studios jump on this idea. Because while we've already seen films like Mulan and New Mutants and A Quiet Place Part 2 move out of the theater, are they going to take this route? I don't believe they will. I think they'll just hold out until things clear out, because these are theatrical movies. A film like Mulan, a film like A Quiet Place, we already have a release date for No Time to Die and Fast 9, but these other movies that have moved, they feel like movies that you have to see in a theater, right? They're not going to do the VOD thing, right? Well, it's according on how long they're willing to wait it out and what route they want to go down. I think for these smaller films, it would work, especially the ones that are still in theaters. And for a movie like Trolls, yes, it's a fun movie to see in theaters with your kids, but is it one that you have to see in theaters? In my opinion, not necessarily, but I want to know. This is all about you all. What do you think? Please let me know, and if you enjoy these news updates, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It helps out this channel, and it tells me you want more videos like this, but I would love to know. I'd love to have some conversation, discussion. Are you guys going to watch these movies come Friday? Is this something that excites you? Or what movies do you believe will follow suit? What studios do you believe will follow suit? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what else you'd like to see from this channel. We have my favorite trilogies of all time video coming soon, tomorrow morning, actually. I'll see you later.